consider being one of our patrons, and don't forget you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Good morning, so welcome back to Cactus Sailing. Today we are going to be sailing to Southampton because Craig really wants to go to Casa Brazil, and we failed to find, well, we found Casa Brazil last night but it was too far away, so so we found another one in Southampton where we can get a bit closer to. So we're going to sail over to Southampton today and probably stay on the town quay somewhere. That's the plan anyway, so we'll be out in Solent shortly. Oh, quick, get him! It's going to bite me. Ah! Hey. 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 Hey, don't go down there. Hey. It's very strong. There we go. Go and pick one up.
I'm alright, thank you.
Go on, pick one up.
No, I can't.
Pick one up.
I can't.
Get it.
Touch the side to show summer.
No, I'm scared. How can I?
Get it.
Hey!
Get the big one. Ah!
He's the strong one, Pops. The one that I caught. Oh no, I caught. I've caught 3, you've caught 2.
You're gonna get snipped.
Ah, I think I might.
But like it, please.
That's only got one snipper.
I'm gonna get snipped. Half as bad then, aren't I?
Get one of my tiny, teeny, weeny ones. They won't hurt you. Let's go.
He's angry.
Right, Jeff. You let go of that. Pull it in.
That's us out of the marina.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get the sails up while we're in it, may as well.
Okay.
Leaving Portsmouth, we sail straight into the wind, keeping close to the Gillicud Point, hoping to tack it around it and pinch enough wind to continue westward. The wind was blowing 20 to 25 knots, so we had the first reef in as we were still sheltered behind Gillicud Point.
Southampton channel, Leon Hamble.
Yeah.
And yeah, got a bit of air, didn't we?
Very windy out there, wasn't it?
Very windy.
So we're just sailing up the River Amble, coming into Southampton. It's a completely different picture in here to what it was out in the Solent, to be honest. It was blowing about 25, gusting a little bit higher, to be honest, maybe 27, 28 at times. So we came into the Hamble River with our second reef in, a little bit of genoa out, and now we've only got like 9 knots coming across the beam. So we've slowed down a fair amount. Might give it a bit while before I take a reef out. Because yeah, the winds have been very, very fluky today, so well, we're doing good. We got good speed anyway. We're still doing 3.5 knots across the ground, I suppose. That's all right. And we're hoping to get into Southampton in the next half an hour, maybe. So by the time we've shaped a reef out, it's probably pointless anyway. So it's a bit calmer now, anyway. So.
Hello.
So how was Casa Brazil then?
Casa Brazil was fantastic. I'm so happy, but I think I'm going to spend the next 3 days in a food coma.
I'm absolutely stuffed.
It was,
Can't eat anymore.
I fully recommend anyone visiting Southampton on the boat, go to Casa Brazil.
Yeah. Or if you've got a Casa Brazil near you, you need to get one. It's amazing food.
Other restaurants are available, but not as good. Good morning. Today is, I don't even know what day it is. We've decided to, before we leave Southampton, so that's even where we are. Yeah, Southampton. We are taking the kids to do a bit of crabbing, and we're just going to try another jetty. So far we've had no luck. Jeff has caught lots of seaweed, and here's Kenneth to come and have a look at his haul. No, just seaweed.
No crabs.
No crabs.
Yeah. To Yarmouth, that's where we're heading today. Going to get the tide with us a bit of it, but we are going to punch against the tide going down the River Amble a bit, I think. That's the plan anyway, and yeah, we'll get to it, we'll get the lines off and we'll get going. Okay, then we just need to get those on a single loop just so you can get them off a lot easier rather than having to fight with them.
on a single cat thing.
So as you know, we stayed at Town Quay Marina in Southampton last night. I thought I'd just give you guys a bit of a heads up about it. It's a fairly nice marina. It's, I mean, location-wise, proximity to town is fantastic. You know, you can get to all of everything you need in town, so that's great. But on the downside, it's right next to the Red Funnel Terminal and the Red Sea Jets. So every hour you do get a lot of swell that comes in there as well. I mean, there's a visitor's pontoon along the front of it, and there's plenty of room all around the marina. So I was a bit confused why they didn't say, well, you could move further into the marina, but they left a lot of the visitors on the swelly bits. So not particularly a great attention to detail there. Price-wise, fairly reasonable. Normal kind of standard price of the Solent, so not too bad. Facilities, toilets pretty clean, showers pretty nice as well. So yeah, no complaints there. Just the swell. We're just sailing down out of Southampton. We're getting a roughly around 10 to 15 knots at times, so we are only sailing about 3.5 knots maybe. We've got a bit of tide against us though at the minute, and it's just going to turn just as we come out of the corner of Southampton's channel, and then we're going to head west down the Solent, hopefully with a bit of tide with us. And I'm hoping the wind stays exactly where it is, because then that means it'll be a nice beam reach down the West Solent. Famous last words, and it'll probably end up turning around on the nose, but and it'll be a beat, but we'll see. But it's fairly calm and flat today. Oh, they get fast, don't they? Yeah. What's this from? We're just passing Newtown Creek at the minute. We've only got about 5 or 6 knots of wind, so we are motor sailing. We're making a bit of the wind ourselves, obviously, because we've got the motor on. Not quite enough wind to get any decent speed to where we want to go, because the wind's coming from Yarmouth typically. I did say earlier it was going to be a bead reach. No, sailing on the nose again. So yeah, tacking up down the Solent. it's going to be a long process of about 2 knots. So we've got the motor on. It just means that we can do probably about 5, what we're doing about 5.5 at the minute. But we are motor sailing with both sails up, so yeah, we're hopefully going to be in Yarmouth in about an hour or so, I think. And then we might probably go to the beach. There's talk of trying to catch crab for tea, so
Spider crab.
yeah, spider crabs for tea.
Spider crab risotto.
Oh yeah, spider crab risotto, sorry. So that's the goal, is to get into Yarmouth and catch some crab, I think. Here the camera got covered in seawater, an expensive mistake we hope not to make again. So I can only apologise for any wind noise, as the microphone was also drying in a bag of rice. Unfortunately, the camera looks beyond repair and I don't seem to be able to fix it. Check out our Patreon page, the link is in the description below, and not only will you help us create more videos for the future, you'll also get some great unique rewards for doing so. And please subscribe to the channel if you want to see our future videos, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up.